Well, today we're announcing a historic partnership between the Eric Woodward Foundation and its holding company, Fort Langley Properties Limited, and the Kwantlen First Nation to move forward with economic development in downtown Fort Langley. We'll be transferring the 2 development sites in downtown Fort Langley, which have had some recent media attention over the last few years. Those will be transferred to the Kwantlen First Nation, and then as part of a leaseback arrangement, we'll be developing them in partnership with the Kwantlen First Nation once they're added to reserve, which can take about 3 to 5 years. So we've been in a situation where we know development is coming, but the economics of renovation just don't make sense. And we're in this bind now where we've had delays with getting approvals to move forward, and in the interim have not been allowed to remove them. And so they're in the state that they are while we find a solution. And I think in hindsight, it's actually been fantastic to end it up here where we can proceed with a historic partnership with the foundation and the downtown of Fort Langley with the Kwantlen First Nation. I think is fantastic. And I think overall there's going to be tremendous support for within the village of Fort Langley for this. Understanding more intimately some of the details of what's gone on and what the future holds for Fort Langley and what's possible. And of course, a really strong desire in the village of Fort Langley to involve the Kwantlen First Nation as true partners, which is what this is.
Discussions, really are taking place over the beginning of 2020. Our nation has been growing considerably in capacity and being involved in many different levels of discussion. I think through those efforts, we've been able to be a part of discussions leading up to what's being announced today. We acknowledge and recognize there's an awful lot of work ahead of us. There's an awful lot of work within the Kwantlen community in terms of engagement, consultation. The concept of the lands being added to Kwantlen Reserve lands involves a dialogue with the Government of Canada through the additions to reserve process. It requires dialogue with the Township of Langley. It requires broader community engagement, both outside our community and of course within the Kwantlen community. This is a very significant opportunity for our First Nation to really be active in terms of land that is a part of our traditional territory, a part of our history in this region. We're looking at ways to be involved economically in areas within our traditional territory, and we feel that we can play a very important part in enhancing the area, in working with our community partners, and we hope that our involvement is looked upon favorably by folks that we need to interact with as the development progresses.